Hey, what's up YouTube? So, yeah, it's me, Hoodstalker, back again with some figure reviews. So, if you remember in my last video, I said I was getting was it my last video? I think it was. Anyways, anywho, I said I was getting some figures in the mail. Well, they came. Well, technically they came yesterday. One is from two different years. One is from 2008, from the 30th anniversary. Good year, good year. And then the other one is from the Black Series. So, let's bring out the good one, the older one. Yeah. So, I have to pick this up. So, here's the packaging. Yep. Shadow Stormtrooper. Good figure, I might add. There's that thing about the Clone Wars. 2008, so that's when the 30th anniversary ended, was in 2008. Here's the back. And this guy was originally from a comic, it looks like. Image of the figure. Some other figures. The Biker Scout. Who's that? Y'all bring that around for me. R47. Okay, that's who that droid is on the top right. R47. Utapau Shadow Trooper. I've seen that figure in real life. It's a cool looking figure. Commander Neo had him once. That Stealth Trooper, I still have them. It's a good clone. So, and I'll set this back down, and I'll read you the little bit of bio that this guy has on the back. Alright. Armed with blaster rifles and dressed in black armor, designed to increase sensor stealth. And yes, I'm reading that correctly. It's sensor-stealth. Anyway, Shadow Stormtrooper's loyalty serve a mysterious agent of evil named Konar Jax. By the way, someone leave a comment down below if you know who Konar Jax is. And obey Jax's order to eliminate an Imperial guardsman named Kir Kanos. Again, leave a comment if you know who Kir Kanos is. I'm hoping you do. Anyways, species, cloned humans. Status, Specialized Clone Trooper Division. Weapon of choice, DC-19 Stealth Blaster Rifle. I thought it was an E11, but okay. Characteristic, pose as mercenaries or bounty hunters. I thought they were clones. I thought they were troopers, okay? That makes absolutely no sense. Anyways, so here is the figure, the Shadow Stormtrooper. Alright. You know, this is not working very well. I'm going to set you guys down real quick. I'm going to go get something to prop this up on. I'll be back in like just a few seconds. Alright. Back, and I got something to prop this up on. Perfect. Much better. Alright. So here's the figure. You see that? Some good detail on this guy. For the most part, he's wearing black armor. He has some lighter markings at the top of the helmet, at the cheeks, I guess you could say, and the little silver bits there. But other than that, it's all black. And I don't know about you, but I love black armor. I think that is awesome. So, articulation of this guy. This is one of the better Stormtrooper molds, I think. He has a ball-jointed head, which is a large ball joint, you know, non-removable helmet, which I actually like, because then the helmet's in proportions with the figure. That's great. A ball-hinged shoulder, which, great movement out of that. Ball-hinged elbows. Again, some pretty nice movement. Swivel at the wrists. Nice. A ball-jointed abdomen. You get some rotation out of that, and some back and forth a little bit of a rocker. So you get that. A swivel at the thighs. Don't think there's any waist movement. No, just the abdomen joint. A ball hinge knee. Yeah, knee. Getting words mixed up today. And a ball hinged ankle. So fairly nice articulation. I have seen better, but that was on the Vintage Collection clone molds, and this guy wasn't released in the Vintage Collection, so this is the best version of this guy you're gonna get. Yep. So here's this DC-19 blaster, or so they call, which is actually, this one is actually an E11. Which, interesting thing, most Star Wars guns were retools of actual World War II guns, and I believe this was the Sten gun. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was the Sten gun. So there's that. Which he doesn't hold this blaster too well, because there's two different molds for the. Okay, he kind of holds it, but yeah, there's two different molds for the E11 blaster. There's one with the thicker pistol grip. This is the thinner one. There was one that was released that was a bit thicker than this. And yeah, this is the thinner one. So I usually don't have him hold this. I have him hold this instead. A little more menacing, big rifle. A little more menacing. He did come with a coin. It was one of the black coins, which there weren't too. There's not a whole lot of black coins. So that makes this really cool. Here we got this. I actually recognize the characters. In the middle, that Dirge. This is like the comic series characters. That's Dirge. Asajj Ventress down here with the double lightsaber. That other dude, I'm actually not too sure who that is. But on the coin, it says Star Wars. There's from 1977 to 2007. Okay, I guess this guy was in 2007, not 2008. Okay, now I was wrong. Expanded Universe. Yes, because the Expanded Universe is slightly better than the normal universe. Star Wars, and I'm on the back. Star Wars Expanded Universe. Give you a shot of that. So yeah, black coin. Pretty cool to have. Alright, so that was the Shadow Stormtrooper. Now this is going to be a 2-in-1 review. So yeah, maybe get some soda, or pop, or whatever you like to call it. So the next figure I got was Darth Plagueis. Yes, a figure debut, I believe. So here's the card back for him, which I cut off the bubble so I could keep the card back. Probably going to keep this because, like I said, this was Darth Plagueis' first time appearance in a figure form. Or so I believe. The Black Series Darth Plagueis, very simple packaging. Nice image on the back there with Plagueis wielding 2 sabers. That is awesome. And a bit of a bio. Again, I will read that for you. Known as Darth Plagueis the Wise. Okay, Plagueis the Wise, I guess. The Sith Lord experiments with ways to cheat death using midi-chlorines. And for those of you who don't know, that's like this weird little stuff that gives the Sith and Jedi the ability to use the Force. Until he is killed by his own apprentice, Darth Sidious. So yes, Darth Plagueis was the guy that Palpatine was talking about in Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. Was that guy right there. So, obviously, I do collect the Sith Lords. I believe there's only a few I'm missing. I am missing Nihilus, Bane, Darth Krayt, Talon, and Nile. Those are the ones I'm missing. I am hoping to get those fairly soon. So, they're expensive, so I don't know. Anywho, so here's Darth Plagueis. Yeah, pretty good figure. He doesn't have a waist joint though, or abdomen joint even. So you're not going to get a whole lot of real dynamic poses out of this guy. But he's still nice to have, He's a cool piece to have in your collection. The neck is a bit rough rubbery. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, the neck is a little soft. But and his head does seem small. I didn't bring any other figures to compare it with, but he has a thin face, very thin face. So going over this guy, I'm going to go over accessories first. You do get his red unique lightsaber. As far as I know, was not released with anyone else. Try and get you a good image there. I think that's about as good as it's going to get. Yeah, as far as I know, the saber was never released with anyone else. And what's cool is you can take the staff accessory that it comes with, and you can peg. See, there's a little hole. Peg these two together and make a staff saber. So that's interesting. I like staff sabers. So you can use a staff saber or a regular lightsaber. So that is pretty cool. It's like you're getting two different lightsabers in one. That is amazing. I love that. So he also comes with his rebreather, I guess it's called, or the piece he uses to help stay alive. That wasn't ripped off of any character. Anyways, there are some details on the inside of this thing. I don't think my camera can focus well enough. You can barely see him through all the blur. Barely see those details, but they are there. And for the most part, they're kind of outlined in the shape of his mouth. But, like embossed so it can fit over his mouth. Which, I put this over his head, over his mouth. It doesn't like to stay too well, so I'm probably not going to use that. He did come with his Sith robe, which is unique, I believe, from other characters' robes. The hood is a lot more shallow, and I think it's just a tiny bit longer. He looks all right with the hood on. Let's see if I can't get this on real quick. Trying to hurry up for people online. Okay, I think that's about as good as I can get it. So here he is wearing the cloak, I guess you could say, or robes. The hood, like most Star Wars hoods, doesn't like to fit on too well. Oh, that would look cool like that. But yeah, it likes to spring up. Unfortunately, you're not going to get him to wear the hood too well. There's no real way to hold it back or hold it down either, so I usually don't display him with the robes. So, now going down to articulation, he has a ball joint in the head, at the base of the head. He has a ball hinge on the shoulder, a little hindered by this vest, which is a weird little vest. Kind of reminds me of Starkiller's vest, actually. And then he has a ball hinge in the elbow, swivel at the wrist. Like I said, no chest or waist movement, which is a little disappointing. A swivel at the thigh, pretty good range of movement out of that. A ball hinge at the knee, and a ball joint at the ankle. It's a little stiff, but mine's a little stiff, but it is there. So you gotta work at it a little bit. So, and here's how tall Darth Plagueis is next to this stormtrooper. He's a fairly tall person. I don't know if he's as tall as Darth Vader, but he's pretty tall. Now, okay, we're standing right now, but with his staff saber, he doesn't like to stand too well with that. So I use one of the Clone Wars Galactic Battle Game bases. That's the thing about that. With those figures, keep those bases. You can always use them for other 3 3/4 inch figures. They're very useful. So anyways, I see I am running on 15 minutes. So I'm going to stop wasting you guys' time. And yeah, go get these figures. They're pretty good. And a real nice piece to add to your collection. So have a great day. And wait for 15 minutes. And bye.